Okay, here I am. I'm still making YouTube videos. My husband just left. Sorry, orphanage. I knew it. I was about to say he's gonna come back in before he leaves, because he always does this to me when I decide to film. So let's see.
What?
I thought you were going out.
I was, and I left the car key.
You left the car key. I was gonna give you guys a quick update on me without going into too much detail. Obviously, I'm healthy. I have allergies. I've been battling with allergies throughout all of this, so that's been super annoying. I have not left my house in I think 3, maybe 4 weeks. I'm really not sure anymore. Oh, he's gonna try and be quiet now. I wish I could flip the camera, but. Do you wanna come to say? And now he's walking back the other way. He's coming this way. He's walked this way. He came around to me, and now he walked out this way to go out the front door. He shut the door. We'll see. I think he'll actually be gone this time because I called him out, but I mean, there's a good chance he will have forgotten something. I say it like that because I think he just thinks of things to come back in for. I don't know. He's a husband. I don't really know how his mind works other than it's doing things. I think that's the shadow of him out there. Oh, okay. It's just him walking to the truck. So back. Upon editing, my husband informed me that he was actually out there dancing around, waving his hands, hoping to be funny in the background of my video. Joke's on him because it didn't show up, but I just thought you guys would find it funny because I'm like, what is that? And I look and he's already given up and he's walking to the truck. So, haha on him. Anyways, yeah, I've had allergies. I've had some back issues, which also I've had something really crazy happen with my back. And, so a lot of you already know I have scoliosis. So I have 2 metal rods since I was 14 years old, yada, yada, blah, 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 blah. My back still has room to move so that my spine does not, the vertebrae do not stack up on top of each other and fuse into one spine. Your spine can do that. Your body can do some really, really crazy things. Just thought about the fact that he's turned on my truck. I hope my audio isn't going to him because I have Bluetooth to my truck. I'll find out when I'm editing. Anyways, so my back can move to a certain degree. So I had very severe blah, 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 blah. This is what I do in my head when I'm talking. I'm like, why are you saying so much? But anyways, okay. So with that being said, I believe my muscles have some sort of control over how much my spine moves sometimes. I don't really know how it works, but sometimes my back will be in a lot of pain. And when you look at it, physically, you can see the clamp, one of the clamps, over, way further over than where it should be, like over on top of my ribs, basically. And it's painful, it hurts. I have a really high pain tolerance because of all of these issues I've had for so many years. But anyways, so normally I just, well, back in the day, I used to take muscle relaxers and eventually my back would kind of sort itself out. If you don't know, I try and be as natural and healthy as possible these days. Let me take that back. That kind of sounds like a statement that I could be sued for. Medicine does not make you unhealthy. Doctors do not make you unhealthy. Seeking medical attention does not make you unhealthy. I honestly, with all my heart, believe those statements. I'm really not lying just for the camera. I want to make sure that I say that. My problem is that I feel like I can get over back pain on my own without taking pills and doing damage to my liver, is what I meant by that. So I have no problems with the medical world. I'm trying to think, my brain's not working. But you know what I'm saying. Doctors, they're wonderful. I do believe that, you know, that is part of God's plan. He has given these doctors wisdom. Obviously, I have these rods. If I didn't have these rods, I would be crippled by the time I was 21. So, huge, huge importance. Like I said, I feel like with my level of pain tolerance and since I don't work. Now, I used to take the muscle relaxers back when I worked because I had to go to work and I was in such severe pain, and it was just making it worse and worse and worse. So I did seek medical attention at that point. But now I stay home, so I can lay on a heating pad and massagers and do other things to help those muscles relax. When I was pregnant, I saw a chiropractor. You know, there's just different things that I can do now without taking medicine and doing damage to my liver, which I'm pretty sure, since I don't even drink, the damage to my liver is probably minimal, but it's just something that makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So all that being said, and I will still take like over-the-counter stuff like ibuprofen, Aleve, Tylenol, whatever, if it is bad enough, which is pretty rare because I normally just deal with it. But anyways, I was done gonna say anyways, and just keep rambling about stuff. This is not even why I came on here, but I did want to tell you guys this because I thought it was really incredible. My husband had gotten me some arnica gel. This is not to tell you about any natural stuff, but I'd never used it before. I've used arnica oil, I've never used arnica gel. I didn't really have a lot of faith in it that it was really gonna do anything for my muscles. But after he did, and this is not something that I recommend for people with scoliosis, if you've had the same treatment as me, don't go trying to do stuff like this. I make a lot of dumb decisions, and this is seeming to work for me, so it does not mean that it's gonna work for you. Don't try this at home. I'm just telling you what happened with me. I've never tried this before because obviously my muscles have never been relaxed enough for this to even work. But anyways, my muscles had started to relax, and I bent over and I could feel my clamps and stuff move, which also very well could be that one of my clamps is loose. I don't know. I have not been to a doctor for my back in a very, 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 very long time. So this is, anyways, I bent over and I literally just took my hand and I rubbed against the clamp like I've done many, many times. And shifted over. And I was like, what? And immediately, I just felt straighter. I felt my shoulders up better. I felt my hips align. Like, I felt my whole body, which immediately caused pain in my lower back because I've had these muscles that are pulling my hips. This was one of my problems when I was pregnant. One of my hips was like this, not this severe, but to a certain degree, that it was causing a lot of pain. I don't know why I'm telling you guys all this stuff. Anyways, see, I have been quarantined for too long. I turned on this camera and it's just blah, 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 word vomit all over the place, and I'm so sorry. Hopefully you find this interesting. You're my toddler. I'm not even waiting until he gets to sleep. I need interaction, people. But anyways, so I pushed it over a little bit and immediately just felt the effects of it. I felt the straightening. I felt incredible, but I did have a little bit of pain in my lower back and like my hips area from what I had done. Anyways, so throughout the day, I would just kind of play with it and kind of push it a little bit more, and I actually got my back so straight. I mean, my back will never be straight, like 100%, because of how curved it is. You'll even hear me over my son throwing train parts, toy train parts. What's the matter? What happened? What happened? What'd you hurt? You hurt what?
Your knee and also.
You hurt your knee? Oh. Which knee? All better. All right, go play. Go play, go play, go play, go play, go play. No, go play. Mama's doing something. Go play. I love you. No. I don't know if you guys saw his face. He got bit by, I'm guessing, mosquitoes when he was outside yesterday. And in his sleep, he has scratched them and they look horrible. He's okay. But yeah, they look, my husband woke up this morning and was like, oh, look at his face. What happened to these bites? And I was like, it's just scratched it. He's a picker. Anyways, I was actually able to shift my spine a couple more times. Now I'm leaving it alone because it kind of freaks me out. I don't think you're supposed to be able to move rods or move your spine, or I'm not moving my spine. I'm moving the rods and the clamps and stuff. I don't know that my spine will actually move. I don't know. And that's again why I don't recommend any of this, because I don't know anything. But that I am sitting straighter. I feel a lot better. I am still having a little residual pain in the areas where stuff has been for so long. Might as well give up on this video. He's realized that I was doing stuff, and so. Do you just go in the office? I'll be right back. Office door is shut, so he went in his room, which is a miracle. It's amazing because this kid always has to be right under my feet, so it's a new thing for him to learn that he can play in a different room than we're in. He likes to go in the office because we do a lot of, like, I call it homeschool, but he's 2. But we do a lot of learning stuff during the day, and all of his learning toys and manipulatives and all that kind of stuff is stored in the office. So he loves to go in there and dig through it and play with it, because that stuff is normally separate, because he will tear it up and lose it all like he does with his own toys. Anyways, I'm just gonna get back on track. I'm good. I have not left the house in, I think, around 3 going on 4 weeks. My husband doesn't have work right now. He works in the entertainment industry. I can't even talk. I've forgotten how to talk. It's been so long that since I've talked to anyone outside of my husband and a toddler. No, I'm just kidding. I've talked on the phone and stuff. But anyways, he does technical stuff for concerts and things like that. The lighting, he does tech stuff, he does audio, he does video stuff. Despite doing it all, he has nothing to do. So he's been doing grocery delivery and stuff like that, just to kind of give us enough money for food and day-to-day things. By day-to-day things, I mean bills. So that's kind of what's going on with us. It was a little scary in the beginning because we have a rent house, and so we have big payments we have to pay every single month, which thankfully we had money saved up, not a lot, but enough to get us through 1 month. And so now we're really gonna need that stimulus check to get through the second month. I don't want to talk about that much because I know that's kind of controversial right now, but I'm just saying that we actually need it to survive. We are not in a HUD home, so we cannot put off rent. I don't know, I don't think they can legally evict you right now, but I don't know how that would all pan out after all of this is over with, if the company can say, hey, you're behind on so many months, goodbye. I don't know. So it's been by the grace of God and his provision that we have been able to keep on our water, electric, internet. We'd already cut down when everything had happened a while back. We'd already cut back on a lot of our monthly expenses. We got rid of cable. We dropped a lot of these little subscription like Netflix and Hulu, and all that stuff just kind of builds up, and we dropped a bunch of that. So our monthly bills are a lot smaller than they used to be. So things are a little bit more manageable right now. But anyways, I just really wanted to come on here and talk with you guys and give you guys some uplifting stuff. And now I'm just like talking about all of my craziness in my life. What's the matter?
I'm scared.
No, what are you scared of?
I'm scared of diaper.
You're scared of a diaper? No, say I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
I'm brave.
I'm afraid.
Because I have,
Jesus, my heart.
that's right, you have Jesus in your heart. You have nothing to be afraid of. Mommy and Daddy will keep you safe.
When I get the more toys?
Those are not toys, in case you're wondering. This is the parts to my tripod that he's referring to as toys.
Want to get it for you?
Parts. Play with these.
No.
I've noticed though that a lot of people, just about everyone I've talked to, is going through these highs and these lows, and I want to say it's totally normal. It's okay. I know I was feeling a lot of guilt about it because I'm like, here I am, like I was feeling freaked out and depressed about how bleak things looked. My husband not having work, us not having the option of just being like, oh, you don't have to pay rent, or, you know, there was no magic solution that just was like presenting itself to us that was just like, you're gonna be okay. But I knew in my heart I was, and I knew that I needed to put my faith in God, that he was going to take care of us, and he has taken care of us every single step of the way. Like, we have not even felt the lack. Like, my husband is doing grocery delivery. Like, this is a household that took a whole lot more to run off of. I'm just going to be honest. And we have not been without one thing. We've not even been without toilet paper throughout all of this. And it's really given me a sense of guilt that here I am being depressed, and it's like, what are you even upset about? You're upset about the possibility of things being bad. You're upset to be upset. And I just kind of felt that guilt upon myself. And people I've talked to have kind of felt similar, like, everything looks so bleak. It looks scary, but, and I know some people are really feeling the effects of this, but, personally, the people I've talked to are not really feeling it yet. And so they do have that sense of guilt. And when you ask them, like, how are you doing? Well, I'm okay. It's scary, but you know what? Everything's okay. And, you know, and then people will tell you too, like, oh yeah, I'm feeling depressed. But I mean, I shouldn't be. I'm fine. And I want to say that you're not alone. It's okay. Like, as a Christian, like, God understands that this is scary. We can't dwell in it, but, you know, don't feel guilty for being scared, because it's scary. Anyways, I really came on here to read you guys some random facts, and now I'm like, well, this video is getting kind of long. Does anyone even care anymore? Like, did anyone care in the first place? I don't know. I will share one then, and I will end this video because it's been kind of long. Maybe I'll do another video. Let me know in the comments if you would just like to hear some random facts, but I have a fact book that I was reading with my sister the other day on the phone. I'm sure she enjoyed that phone call. But anyways, I thought I would come on here and tell you guys some funny ones as I flip through it. And then I started talking about my back and everything that's been going on, and I kind of forgot. I didn't kind of forget. I just kept pushing it back and pushing it back. And now I think I'm like 10 minutes in. I'm like, okay, well, is anyone going to stay till the end just to hear some random facts that they could just look up on the internet? You are looking it up on the internet technically at this point. And then I've got to flip through this book, which I should have done this in the first place. I should have been talking while I was flipping and looking for a good fact in this book. Oh, here's one that feels, oh no, I don't know that I may go ahead and read it. I've made too big of a deal about it now. I saw toilets and I was like, oh, toilet paper, it's so relevant. And then I saw like racism and I was like, oh no, the internet hates that. But I've already talked about it too much. So it says the Pentagon has twice as many toilets as necessary because in the 1940s when it was built, the state of Virginia still had segregation laws requiring separate facilities for blacks and whites. So what I thought was just like a fun, crazy fact kind of turned into like sad and well, you know, it's horrible. I can't even imagine racism to the point where someone feels like they can't even like crap in the same room that you crapped in, or I'm not going to keep going with that. I could get really gross, but I feel like it's so like baseline to go, that's really, really bad. But I mean, like, that's really how I feel. Like, how horrible is that? I don't know. I love people. So to look at someone so differently, I can't imagine. So we're going to move on to a nicer fact that is not so sad and just horrible. You know what? I actually heard a fact the other day watching a documentary aside from this book. I thought this was really, really cool. I can't remember. Oh, yes, I do. They were talking about wolverines in Russia, I believe. And they look like bears. And they have to eat like 40% of their body weight every day. Maybe I'm mixing that fact up, but they have to eat a lot, and they're very ferocious. And one of the things that they do is when they are able to hunt, because obviously Russian winters are extreme, and I believe they last for like 6 months of the year. They will hunt and then they will hide their food. They will bury it. And forget how many meters down, but it's crazy amount, like 6 meters or something like that. They can actually smell the stuff that they've hidden, and because it's in ice, it actually freezes the meat and totally preserves it as if they had taken the meat and put it in a freezer like we would in our own home. So when they pull, they like dig up this meat that they, who knows how long ago they stored it, it's in pristine condition because it's been frozen. And I just thought that was really cool that that was something that they did. But then they eat it frozen, and I was that kind of lost me. I was like, oh, they don't let it thaw? Well, how would you let it thaw? You're in the middle of the snow. Okay, let's find a fact that's not outdated. Why am I singing to you guys? Sorry, this is the real Jessie coming through. I sing all the time, really badly, really, really badly. I should have had some set aside, but I kind of wanted to experience it with you. I don't know why. Just felt like it was more fun that way. Rabbits love licorice. That's what I'm gonna end it with. Rabbits love licorice. I've never asked a rabbit. Apparently someone did. They love it. I think he's ready for me to be done with this too. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for just being something for me to talk at right now, because let's be honest, we're all losing our little minds. I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna try and do more silly little videos, even if they're just not the most interesting thing in the world. I'm sure you're like, hooray! But
Hooray!
he's like, hooray.
Hooray!
Just to put something out there, I've noticed YouTubers are doing less and less right now, and maybe that's just the YouTubers that I follow, but there hasn't been anything really lighthearted or interesting to watch on the internet, and so I'm going to add more, less lighthearted. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Basically, I'm self-deprecating, saying that these are not going to be the greatest thing in the world, so I don't really know where I'm going with all of this. I'm just gonna go now, because I'm just gonna keep talking myself into circles. I love you all. I hope you are all doing well. Feel free to reach out to me in the comments and let me know how things are going in your house. Big question, do you have toilet paper right now? I do. I think I'm down to just a few rolls now, though. The good thing about my husband doing grocery deliveries is while he's out, he can pick up little odds and ends for us that we need, so we don't have to make these big shopping trips and stuff. The bad side, he's out being exposed to everything just about every single day so that we can survive. But we are surviving nonetheless, and we are very thankful for that. And I'm very thankful for this small platform that I have, and each and every one of you. I love you all. Again, I'm gonna say it, and bye. That didn't turn off. Bye.